Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of In Ohio Country Today. Big Dan Wilson alongside of Alan Davis. We're at Farm Science Review, Alan, and some really great stories again this year.
That's right, Dan. The Farm Science Review, here at the beautiful Molly Karen Ag Center, is a pinnacle of farm shows. And, there is so much great information here, and a lot of great displays. And, producers can learn so much, whether we're here at the Soybean Council, learning about precision ag reviews. Hey, it's a great thing. Over at the Corn Growers Tent, or whether we're at COBA, the COBA tent. There's always things, and as well as agricultural manufacturers, displaying their wares. And, there is so much good information here. It's just unbelievable.
Well, it's always nice to be able to share with our viewers some of the displays and some of the activities that are happening here on an annual basis, but you really can't experience it unless you're here. And you can always check them out on the web at fsr.osu.edu or check us out at inohiocountry.com for more information about the review. We're happy to bring you this week's show and these episodes that continue to show and highlight Ohio agriculture here on In Ohio Country Today. We'll be back with those stories and more this week in Ohio Country Today. The Ohio Soybean Council and the Soybean Checkoff established the Soybean Rewards Program to provide Ohio soybean farmers information, research, and other resources about yields, premium opportunities, new varieties, disease and pest management, conservation best management practices, and much, much more. For more information, check them out on the web at soybeanrewards.org. That's soybeanrewards.org. Alan Davis Insurance Agency, with 30 years commitment to the community, providing quality insurance services. Alan is a business owner and an active farmer, and he knows firsthand the pressures of running your farming operation. Call Alan today and ask about coverage for your farm, your vehicles, your equipment, crops, and more. Call 1-800-686-2148. That's 1-800-686-2148.
Welcome back to In Ohio Country Today, and with me I have Hannah Williamson with the Ohio Soybean Council. And Hannah, we want to talk today about a value-added service for the producers, the soybean producers, well, all producers here in Ohio.
Yes, I'm here to talk about Precision Ag Reviews. This is funded by the Ohio Soybean Council, and really the main point behind it was when talking with farmers, there's nothing like this out there right now. So farmers, when anybody goes to buy anything, they always go online and check reviews. And there's nothing like that out there for precision ag equipment today. And it can get very confusing for farmers when going to buy and spend a lot of money on equipment. What's good? What are people enjoying without that vendor bias? So with that in mind, we created Precision Ag Reviews. So farmers can go online and read and write reviews and connect with other farmers. And it's really that grassroots approach where no vendor bias, it's just farmers helping farmers.
Well, Hannah, we talked about this a little bit ago. It's interesting because this information is really out there on the web now, but it's really not organized at all.
No, not at all. And with Precision Ag Reviews, we've been grassroots, like meeting one-on-one with farmers and attending extension events, trying to figure out what are farmers using, what products do we need to have on our website to kind of bring it all together. So it's that one-stop shop for every farmer.
Well, when we're talking about not only allowing the farmers to post their likes and dislikes about certain equipment, what the features and benefits, how they've benefited from it, you're also going to use some expert non-biased advice also.
Yes, so also on the site, not only can you create a review or read reviews, you can also, we will have videos posted of other farmers talking about what equipment they're using on their farms, and also having experts from the industry come on and talk about future trends for farmers to look out for, and also how to get the most money out of your farm.
Talking about experts, as a matter of fact, you have a video from somebody from Ohio State University.
Yes, John Fulton, he is very knowledgeable at the Ohio State University, and we look to have some more video segments from him talking with farmers.
Well, Hannah, this website and everything is all great, and the Ohio Soybean Council this is actually something that it was a result of talking with board members from the Soybean Council. This does more for Ohio farmers, though. It is a value added.
Yes, we want farmers to come and find their products and get that information they're looking for without having to talk to a salesperson or dealing with maybe just their local dealership because they have just been used to that. So.
Well, when we talk about the soybean checkoff and why it's important to belong to the Ohio Soybean Council, right here is one reason that the producers can't argue about.
Yes, this is literally farmers helping farmers. Soybean board members had this in their brain kind of going, we need some sort of resource for farmers so that they know what type of equipment to buy, know what they like, and that's kind of what we've been working towards.
Well, Hannah, if somebody wanted to find out more information about this product, where can they go?
Please visit precisionagreviews.com, and we hope that you check us out, and if you have any questions, contact us. We love to hear from farmers. We want your feedback. If you have a question on anything, we are more than happy to accommodate you.
Well, Hannah, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back with more right after this.
Welcome to the 30-second tour of your local Poet plant. Local producers sell us tons of their grain. We grind it, mix it with water and special enzymes. The result is fermented, distilled, and dehydrated until it's 200 proof alcohol. Corn oil is extracted, and protein and nutrients are condensed, dried, and turned into animal feed, bringing our tour to an end with high-protein feed and cleaner-burning high-octane fuel. Visit poet.com to learn more.
Automate your existing sliding doors with Propel Automation of Ohio. Automate up to 60-foot twin sliding shed or barn doors with their award-winning patented system. And now Propel Automation of Ohio is part of Ohio Agribility Program, allowing Ohio farmers and farm families who are coping with disabilities or long-term health conditions to automate their doors. For security, safety, convenience, remember Propel Automation of Ohio. Check us out on the web at propelohio.com.
I'm Terry McClure, a fifth-generation soybean farmer. Farming can be tough, but we have the Ohio Soybean Council investing farmers' dollars to find new uses for soybeans. Their research helps develop better beans for livestock, poultry, and for people. It also helps create new products like soy-based cleaning supplies and paint cartridges. Plus, cleaner-burning soy biodiesel reduces our dependence on foreign oil. Soybeans are Ohio's #1 agricultural export. To learn more, visit soyohio.org.
Hello, everybody. We're visiting with Kirk Merritt, the Executive Director of the Ohio Soybean Association. Kirk, every year, organizations that depend on membership, it's vital that they renew former members and also get additional members. This year we have a pretty good, I don't want to use the word gimmick, but it's something that can enhance their bottom line because they have a pretty good chance to win something that's right behind us.
You're right, Gary. And you couldn't be more right about the need for an association to build its membership base, maintain and build its membership base. The Ohio Soybean Association certainly has that as a priority. And there's really two reasons for that. One is it's important that there's a critical mass of farmers that are committed to what we do and belong to the organization as members. The other reason is that the revenue that's generated from membership dues is very important to our association. You know, you're not allowed to use checkoff dollars to do what the association does. The Ohio Soybean Council does a great job with research, marketing, education, and communication, but you can't use checkoff dollars for advocacy and policy, which is what the association does. So the association, every day of the year, is working hard on behalf of Ohio soybean farmers to influence policy, advocate for policies that benefit farmers and enhance their profitability at the State House here in Ohio and at the Capitol in Washington, D.C. So as you mentioned, we have an incentive this year for every member from January 1 to the end of September that either joined as a new member or renewed their membership. They get in a drawing, a lottery, for 50 hours on this Cat tractor. We think that's a good incentive, and as you said, the odds aren't too bad. We really appreciate the support of Ohio Ag Equipment to make the tractor available to the farmer that wins.
You also need partnerships like that to enhance what you try to do through your efforts at the State House and advocacy. So having partners like this is something vital, and it's keeping that local member involved, because I'm sure you have several members that do business with this particular partner, and that's something that's vital for your longevity.
Oh, yes, you're exactly right. And we have very strong partnerships with many of the organizations and businesses that are active in Ohio and looking to raise their profile with Ohio soybean farmers, and we really appreciate the opportunity to partner with those companies, and we think it's a win-win. It gives them the opportunity to get to know farmers better. It gives our organization the opportunity to advocate better on behalf of farmers.
Well, something that you can certainly see, especially at this event, the Farm Science Review, you have members, farmer members, that are here, and they're actively talking to other members and potential members and people that it looks like might not be from the farm, but educating them. So all of that goes hand in hand.
Oh, you're exactly right. This is a great opportunity for our organization to connect with farmers, to make sure they're aware of what the association's doing on their behalf and what the councils, the checkoff's doing on their behalf. And we really value that opportunity. As you mentioned, in addition, there are a lot of non-farmers that come to Farm Science Review, so we also take that opportunity to raise their awareness about how farmers are growing their food sustainably and doing the right thing when it comes to the work on the farm.
Kirk, if there are farmers that are watching right now that are not members and they need that little push, this is your time to talk to them directly. Tell them what kind of an advantage it is to be a member of the association.
Yeah, I appreciate that opportunity. The association advocates on your behalf in a variety of ways, as I mentioned at the State House and in D.C. A couple of good examples. The CAUV reform that was passed had many partners. We were one of the significant partners on that. That was a good thing for farmers. Farmers will benefit from that. Their bottom lines will benefit from that. Another good example, we advocate every day on behalf of farmers in regard to free trade, more opportunities for international deals, exports. Exports are significant to the bottom line of farmers. We want to make sure that the markets stay open, that those opportunities are still there. So that's another good example of how their membership works for them every day.
And one of the things I've talked to people over the years, that Ohio is a pretty special state in the fact that not only do organizations like yours, Farm Bureau, Farmers Union, the State House, the Ohio State University, all kinds of different companies in agriculture, we work together in Ohio, and that's not always the case throughout the country.
You're right. It's not always the case, and we are very fortunate to have that coalition that works together on many issues. Probably the best issue that comes to mind is water quality and nutrient management. To some extent, we have a target on our back. We have to acknowledge that. We have to make sure that policymakers understand that farmers are doing the right thing, and our coalition is so beneficial in that regard.
Well, Kirk, once more, if folks are watching right now and would like to get in touch to ask questions or offer advice, have suggestions, what's the best way for them to do that?
Either go to our website, which is soyohio.org, or call the office, 614-476-3100.
Kirk Merritt has been our guest. Kirk, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Gary.
And stay with us, back with more right after this.
I'm Terry McClure, a fifth-generation soybean farmer. Farming can be tough, but we have the Ohio Soybean Council investing farmers' dollars to find new uses for soybeans. Their research helps develop better beans for livestock, poultry, and for people. It also helps create new products like soy-based cleaning supplies and paint cartridges. Plus, cleaner-burning soy biodiesel reduces our dependence on foreign oil. Soybeans are Ohio's #1 agricultural export. To learn more, visit soyohio.org.
Alan Davis Insurance Agency, with 30 years commitment to the community, providing quality insurance services. Alan is a business owner and an active farmer, and he knows firsthand the pressures of running your farming operation. Call Alan today and ask about coverage for your farm, your vehicles, your equipment, crops, and more. Call 1-800-686-2148. That's 1-800-686-2148.
Welcome back, and with me today is Tad Nicholson, Executive Director of the Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers Association. We're here at the beautiful Molly Karen Ag Center in London, Ohio at the Farm Science Review. Beautiful day today. Thanks for being with us today, Tad.
Sure, thanks for having me.
You know, when people think about the Corn and Wheat Growers Association, what they always want to know what they're getting for their value. When they have those checkoff dollars and they're paying that and they're going, wow, what are you guys doing for me? You want to talk a little bit about a couple of the things you're working on?
Well, there's a really big one that we're really trying to highlight here at the Farm Science Review, and it has to do with trade. We know that in the next 10 years, our demand is going to be outside the United States somewhere. That's where the buying power is. That's where the people are. It's where our products are going. So anytime that we're increasing value for corn, it's because we have increased demand, and it's outside the United States. But the interesting thing is we could do it in all forms of corn. So anytime we feed livestock in Ohio, that's using corn. We want to export that meat. Anytime we're turning that corn into ethanol, we export the ethanol, the DDGs, all those things, including whole-shelled corn, is how we look at trade in the area of corn.
Well, talking about that, talking about trade, there's some kind of important things going on right now as we speak as it relates to our trade agreements.
Yeah, certainly trade agreements are one of the things at the top of mind, NAFTA being the one with Mexico and Canada. Mexico is our number one market for a lot of different commodities, not just corn. Some of our meat products are also extremely important down there. So it's one that we have to watch very closely, and we have to put a little bit of trust in that our leaders are going to negotiate a good deal for agriculture, but we don't want to slide backwards. That's the big message that agriculture has shared with the administration. Don't let our agriculture slide backwards in this. Korea is another one. We want to really focus on Korea. It's a major market. They have no capacity to grow their own. They need to have trusted partners like us. The United States always wants to present ourselves as a trusted partner for exporting to Korea.
Well, I'm really excited when you talk about there was a new announcement as it involved China. You kind of touched on that, exporting ethanol. I think this could be really huge because it's really a value added for us.
Yeah, all these commodities are fungible commodities, meaning anytime we increase demand in another part of the world, that helps our price here at home. And so if China introduces ethanol into their fuel supply, that's going to help clean up their air, but it's also going to build a world market for ethanol. That's got to be a very positive thing for the United States farmer and the United States ethanol producers.
Most certainly, and I guess the side benefit from that, when we're sending a value-added product, that creates jobs.
You bet, and that's the great success story, especially right here in Ohio. We have 7 ethanol plants, and when you know that we've had an expansion of those. We used to take our corn, we'd have a low-priced commodity, we'd ship it outside the state, and other states would add value to it, and they would export it. With ethanol right here in the state, with livestock production right here in the state, we get to add value to it. That's tax revenue for our state. That's jobs right here at home. And it's positive for anybody that lives in the country or the city.
It's interesting talking with some of the other co-op managers and some of the other producers in the state of Ohio. They actually believe that in a very short period of time, we're going to be using all of our corn here in Ohio. We're going to be corn deficit because of the feeding and the ethanol production.
Yeah, you bet. We used to do some studies to try to find out the grain flow and where Ohio's grain was flowing to. Well, now it's almost like only within our borders, and that's a really good, positive thing. We don't mind. Our success is everybody in the Midwest's success, but we really have some fantastic things going on right here in Ohio with livestock production and ethanol.
Well, us as a farmer in our family farm, we have an ethanol plant. We're so fortunate to have an ethanol plant within 6 miles or 7 miles of our grain bins. So man, that is great for us and all the producers in our area. Because our basis, is really good in our area.
Yeah, the only time, if you're working in a commodity world like we do, the only way to add value to it is to increase demand. And so what we're talking about is increasing demand for corn.
Well, Tad, if somebody wanted more information, where can they go?
Well, we'd love to invite them to check out our website at ohiocornandwheat.org.
Thanks for being with us today.
Hey, thank you.
We'll be back with more in Ohio Country Today right after this.
Welcome to the 30-second tour of your local poet plant. Local producers sell us tons of their grain. We grind it, mix it with water and special enzymes. The result is fermented, distilled, and dehydrated until it's 200 proof alcohol. Corn oil is extracted, and protein and nutrients are condensed, dried, and turned into animal feed, bringing our tour to an end with high-protein feed and cleaner-burning high-octane fuel. Visit poet.com to learn more.
Automate your existing sliding doors with Propel Automation of Ohio. Automate up to 60-foot twin sliding shed or barn doors with their award-winning patented system. And now Propel Automation of Ohio is part of Ohio Agribility Program, allowing Ohio farmers and farm families who are coping with disabilities or long-term health conditions to automate their doors. For security, safety, convenience, remember Propel Automation of Ohio. Check us out on the web at propelohio.com.
I know there's a lot of you here that I've met past, but my name is Randy and I'm from Nashville. We are Twang Thang Country. We are a promotion company. We represent Richard Lynch and we're honored to do so. I want you to give it up for this band. I'm telling you, there's not a better one in Nashville. For those of you that are new here, it is my pleasure to present the 2015 Independent Country Music Hall of Fame inductee, the most recent inductee into their Hall of Fame. He has recently been named Country Artist of the Year, Album of the Year, and Band of the Year by the American Academy of Western Artists. No small feat. And in the independent country music world, there is a radio reporting chart that's called Roots Report. It's the biggest, most historic chart out there for those who are not signed to a big label. This guy has been number one on that chart for an unprecedented 23 weeks. Give it up for Richard Lynch.
All his taxes, ain't got a woman on the side. Every time he hears Old Glory, he gets tore up inside. He did his time with Uncle Sam to keep our country free. He's tried and true, red, white, and blue, the last of a dying breed. He'll tell you that tradition in America is strong. He may not like your music, but he'll listen to your song. He'll give this shirt right off his back for someone that's in need. He's tried and true, red, white, and blue, the last of a dying breed. She's a mother, she's a lover, a sister and a friend. Washed in the blood, believes in God, and Jesus rose again. She'll tell you that the way things were is the way that they ought to be. She's tried and true, red, white, and blue, and the last of a dying breed. They go to church together, bow their heads and pray. The vows they made so long ago still stand strong today. And the way they live their lives right now is the way they'll always be. They're tried and true, red, white, and blue, the last of a dying breed. A generation full of pride, but few and far between. They're tried and true, red, white, blue, the last of a dying breed. They're tried and true, but their point of view is that of a dying breed. Woo! Oh, yeah!
Independent Country Music Hall of Fame artist Richard Lynch has toured the world, performing thousands of concert dates during his nearly 40 years in country music. If you're interested in bringing Richard Lynch and his award-winning band to your venue, fair, festival, or other special event, please contact us at richardlynchband.com. That's our website, richardlynchband.com.
Hey, that's going to do it for this week's edition of In Ohio Country Today. Another great 3 days here at Farm Science Review, Alan.
That's right. The Molly Karen Egg Center, a beautiful facility. You know, you really need to come out and check out the Farm Science Review. I think a lot of people think it's just equipment manufacturers putting their brand new paint on display. It is far more than that. There are educational tents, there are test plots, there are, you know, all kinds of things as it relates to soil conservation, and, you know, all those type of things. So, you know, it's really, really something here for everyone.
And we're happy to bring you some of the things you may have missed here at Farm Science Review, but you can always check them out on the web at fsr.osu.edu or check us out at inohiocountry.com. Have a good day, everybody.